Hello, everybody. Good morning. Welcome to Witchy Wednesdays. I am Amber LaLanna, and this is LaLa Land, where we do a lot of different things. And Wednesdays, we're going to establish as a Witchy Wednesday. And what is on my face right here? There's something on me. So hello, everybody. Welcome. Grab your coffee, grab your tea, grab whatever it is you need in the morning to get going. And welcome. Glad you all are with me today. This is going to be, we're going to try to make this a normal Wednesday affair, where today we're going to talk about the full moon, which is tomorrow. So it's a good time to do it. But each Wednesday we'll go ahead and dive into something a little bit different on the witchy side of things. So let me first ask if anybody is here and listening, how is my sound? I'm using this new little lavalier thingy, and I don't know if it works well or not. This is the first time I've used it, so would love to know if I'm loud and clear. So how is everybody this fabulous January? It's a bit cold out in places. It's warming up in other places, starting to rain. Be careful that ice out there. I'm in northern Michigan, and it's been quite a winter already. We have gotten a lot of snow, a lot. And I think that's in a lot of different places can say that as well. Because, yeah, I feel like January just totally just dumped on us, didn't it? We got dumped on in January. Mother Nature said, here you go. You were missing some snow? Here you go. So hello, everybody. We're going to cut to the chase a little bit here. Hello, cheers, Mark. How are you today? Say hi, say nada. It doesn't matter, but as long as you're having a good time, it's all good. So today we're talking about the full moon. We have a full moon. We have a full moon in Leo. Okay, this is going to be a full moon in Leo this month. Beautiful cards, right? These are the zodiac cards. I don't really use them for readings. I use them for just like subject matter, i.e. today is the full moon in Leo. In Leo. And Leo is, of course, a fire sign. So remember the fire, the passion, the things that Leo represents, because those are the things that the moon this time around is going to start to make you feel, right? Remember that when your moons are in certain signs, they take on the what's the word I'm thinking of? Not the resemblance. I know you know what I'm thinking of. They take on the characteristics of that sign. So always remember that. If you're feeling a little more emotional, a little more exuberant, a little bit more whatever, just think about the sign that moon is in, and you might have your answer. Yes, I will. He's in bed, but he'll be up soon, I'm sure. And if y'all want to, I don't want to cover up my microphone. That probably didn't do very well. Can you hear me okay? Is this clear? I don't know. And if you want to hang out with Twisted and I occasionally in the morning, go ahead and check out Twisted Roots' channel. That is my husband, my hubby. He does coffee and a joint in the morning, and we all know we need some of that, don't we? What's up, Michael? How are you doing? Welcome to Witchy Wednesdays, where we talk witchiness. And this Wednesday, we're talking full moon in Leo. So maybe we should get started. I do have some cards that we're going to draw after we talk about it. So does anybody have any, let's chat about it. Does anybody have any plans for their full moon today? Any rituals they're going to do? So I actually got a book out. I'm going to read. I'm going to do a little reading. I'm going to do a little drawing. I'm going to do a little, things like, I'm dropping everything, things like that. And yeah, there's also this really awesome book that I have. And honestly, I haven't really looked a lot. Is anybody like a total book nerd, but like maybe they don't read hardly any of them, but they just love them. I mean, look at my bookshelf. Let me just turn this over here a little bit. I have books upon books, and that's not even as many as I want or need, I feel like. But I can probably count on two hands how many of them I've read. Who's with me? I'm a book nerd who just can't seem to sit down and actually read them. Larissa, hello, my beautiful, beautiful witch. Mwah. Fellow witches, come on in, say hello, and if you have something important to say, then say it, because this is all about a community, and a witchy community at that. Maybe here on some witchy on some witchy Wednesdays, I'll open it up for like panel talks and interviews and things like that. Maybe we'll get into the whole thing again, right? I think maybe we might in the future. So, Glitter World, hello, glitter bombs. Yes, yes, yes. I miss you too, sweetheart. Okay, so anyway, what was I saying? I have this awesome book, The Complete Book of Moon Spells. So it has a spell for every type of moon you run across, and it also has several type of spells for that moon. So we're going to dive into this a little bit. One of those books I haven't really opened, and I've had it for a good 5 years. God, I'm terrible. So bless you, my love. Yeah, it sneezes. So yeah, we have all kinds of different full moon rituals that I'm going to go ahead and touch on in here. So stay tuned for the goodness. Stay tuned for the goodness. A love spell. Well, good luck to you on that. I have a certain opinion about love spells, but do it right, and yeah. Oh, hey, sweetheart. Thank you so much. Yes, I need to start my relevancy campaign again. I keep saying it, and it's just time to fucking do it, right? It's just time to fucking do it. I'm terrible with just, I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that. And then I actually, like, I get busy doing other things, and I don't actually sit down and do this like I wanted to. So here we are. Here we are. Love good old moon magic. Love spells are messy. Exactly. If you believe in free will, that's exactly what I was going to go with. I'm a very much free willy-nilly kind of witch. So I do not believe in love spells. I believe in love spells in a sense that you are actually doing them with your partner, and your partner is a part of it, and it is more of a bonding thing. Not really binding, but bonding, okay? That's where I believe the love spells are absolutely beautiful, because you're sharing them together and making things, you know, more powerful in both of your energies. So if there is a love spell that you have in mind, just open it up to having a bonding experience with your significant other, instead of trying to wrap them up and have them do what you want. Okay, yeah, let's do that. That's a good thing. And self-love. Yes, let's not forget about self-love. Self-love all the way. If we're going to do love spells, self-love all the way. That is the biggest love spell that you could do, that is the most amazing for you. For sure. For freaking sure. What up, 9 Cali Bear? How you doing? Good morning. Good morning. How is everybody this fine Wednesday morning? Are we getting our witchy on? What's everybody doing out there today? Are you ready for me to stop chatting and start talking about the stuff? So I, later on, am going to have to go out there and shovel a little bit, because we got a little dusting of snow again last night that I'm going to have to clean up. That's cool. That's cool. So let's talk about it. Full moon in Leo. Do we have any Leos in the house? Do we have any fire Leos in the house today? I myself am a Libra. I know Leos very well. My sister is a Leo. My son's father was a Leo. Is a Leo. And so yeah, Leos are have been very close to me in my life. And you have two different kinds of Leos in my in my opinion. You have a Leo that is a little bit more withdrawn, but still has, the beautiful Leo persona, if you will. And then you have the Leo who is a little bit more narcissistic and is a little bit too much Leo, right? So there are a couple of different kinds of Leos out there. Which one are you? All right, so we have a full moon in Leo. So the energy at the full moon in Leo is bright and proud, maybe sometimes too proud, right? So let's make sure that we're balanced and balanced well. Good morning. So if you are a fire sign, the full moon in Leo is an especially good moon for you. So if you're an Aries, if you're a Gemini, if you're a Libra, and even if you're an Aquarian and, I'm sorry, the water sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarian, Sagittarius, Aries, Leos, you have fire, not water, I said water at first, fire and air. Now, what's that one thing that air helps fire do? It helps fire ignite, right? It makes it breathe deeper, get bigger and more beautiful. So air signs can very much go hand in hand with fire signs. And, I'm an air and my husband is fire. We are an Aries Libra mix. And I personally think it's a perfect mix because we definitely have a beautiful balance with each other. So, yeah. Okay, moving on. So, some top 5 questions. Again, I'm reading out of the Moonology book here. So if anybody, this is the very first witchy book that I ever bought myself. And, it was something that it was my first witchy, path, I guess you could say, is really, concentrating on moon and moon energy and things like that. So this was the very first book I bought myself. These were the very first cards, which we will go ahead and draw one today that I bought myself. So we're definitely being pretty nostalgic today. But we're going to read it because, I don't ever remember anything by heart. I'm terrible. And I need to make sure that I say it correctly and not dumb. So that's why I read instead of relying on the memory. So the top 5 questions. Have I been too self-centered, egotistical, or proud? These are some questions you can ask yourself in this full moon cycle. Now remember, your full moon energies last 3 days hence and forward, right? Forward and back. So you have about a 3-day span where these energies are a bit strong with you and you can kind of ruminate on these things, right? So your top 5 questions for yourself during this moon period, full moon period. Have I been too self-centered, egotistical, or proud? Have I been treating the people around me like minions? Have I been arrogant, vain, pushy, or pompous? Have I been expressing myself creatively enough? Are you putting those hands to work? Have I shown myself enough love? Right? These are all excellent questions that I think we should ask each other on a regular basis, because sometimes we step out of our spiritual balance and, it gets a little funny, it gets a little fucked, and we need to revisit our mindset and what we're doing in our daily life, right? It's just a good habit to get into. So our message on a Leo full moon is it is a good time to get back in touch with our humility, right? It's time to just embrace ourself on a deeper level instead of showing it out, I think, maybe. Find a balance between what your friends need and what you need. So if you are somebody who's always helping, always getting your hand out or whatever the case may be, is there something that maybe you need to not do that anymore and start focusing on maybe yourself a little bit more? Or maybe the opposite. Maybe you start to focus on others instead of yourself? Are you being a little too egotistical, a little too pompous, a little too narcissistic, and you need to focus on other people right now? It could go either way. That's why we ask ourselves these questions. So to forgive, perform the full moon forgiveness ceremony. I have this on page 143. We can definitely go ahead and go through it together as well, and write your forgiveness list and then burn it. So that actually tells me what the ceremony is altogether. You ritualistically write things down that you need to forgive yourself for. Okay. And by letting these things go, that's how you burn the paper, by letting you let these things go and burn the paper, and spiritually, as well as what's the word I'm thinking of? I can't think of the word I'm thinking of, but that is what it's doing. It is letting it go. And full moons are letting it go. It's let it go moments. Let it go. New moons, you manifestate. Is that a word? You manifest. Is that a word? You manifest, right? You get things moving for when your full moon is pregnant and able to let go and deliver. Okay? I know it's a cycle. It's a womanly cycle. Joshua Moore, what is going on? This is Brain Jerk Josh, everybody. If you don't know who Brain Jerk Entertainment is, then you need to know. They are an awesome company down in Monroe, Michigan, who do amazing things for their community. They have a lot of fun doing all kinds of fun, crazy things down there. I can't wait to get down there and visit and actually be a part of this craziness one of these times. But, way up here in northern Michigan is a little bit of a drive. But please give them some fucking love and some support. Absolutely, because they give all of it to everyone else. Thank you, Josh, for showing up, babe. Good to see you. Okay, so we talked about forgiveness. Be grateful. Perform. There's another ceremony, entering a state of gratitude ceremony. Write your gratitude list and then burn it. So that's kind of, on the flip side, you need to forgive yourself. But you also need to be grateful for things. That's one of the key things of manifestation, in my opinion, is being grateful every day for what you have. You cannot wake up in life and be needy. You can't think, oh my God, I don't have this, or oh my God, I don't have that, or this isn't this and this isn't that. And looking at things in a certain way where you are wanting. It's not the way it should be for you or the way you want it to be for you. You have to wake up with a mind of gratefulness, a heart of gratefulness, a heart of gratefulness, to know that you have these things already. They are yours. And you thank the universe and whomever you thank for it, right? It could be universe, it could be God, it could be spirit, whomever. That's you and your belief system, and that's cool. But whomever is going to, I totally lost track of what I was freaking saying. Well, that happens. Shit. You know where I was going with that, I hope. Let's take a drink. Oh, it's not coffee. It's tea today. All right, moving on. So that is a little bit about Leo and what Leos tend to do. There was something else I wanted to do, but let's talk about what this moon is. It's called the wolf moon. Okay. So in history, in ancient history, Native Americans and all of the people who lived in not cities, like way back when, they called moons and certain things based on the nature around them and what was happening. And I've said this before, and that's why we have strawberry moons, and that's why we have, the buck moon and the harvest moon and this, that, and the other. This moon is the wolf moon. So we have a January wolf moon. Sometimes it's called the cold moon for simple reasons. It's pretty cold, right? But the wolf moon is said to be named because wolves tend to howl more in the winter at night. And it's not necessarily because they're hungry. It's because they're a social animal. They are kind of communicating with each other socially, gathering their community. They're possibly even, coordinating hunting efforts for that matter, So it is a social uh, call that can be made by wolves. And in my opinion, I think, with the winter and the coldness and everything, it's like we come together to survive, right? The wolf does it too. We all do it. It's a cold ass winter, and we need to hibernate to some degree, right, to survive this. And the wolves, I think they make sure that their community is close, and they do this by howling more in the winter months. January being the coldest and the first of the cold winter months that we have. So January full wolf moon is why it is called that a lot of the times. It's also can be called center moon because it is basically in the center of the winter. So that's another thing that I've seen it called. So yes, almost like opening yourself up to the universe to bless you. Absolutely. Absolutely. That's what you're doing when you have the gratefulness in the morning, the gratefulness of anything that's happening for you and to you during the day. It could be the most shittiest thing, but you know what? Could it have been worse? It might have been. So thank you for not being worse. Those are the mindsets that we need to switch into, right? Absolutely. Love it. Thank you, Larissa. Dad! Hi, Dad! My dad's in chat. Hi, Dad! How you doing? Good morning. How's North Carolina? Is it like okay out there? It's pretty chilly over here. Actually, we're supposed to get rain here today. How about that? How about that? Okay, what else can we do? What else can we say about this full moon in Leo? You really want to concentrate on the growth in this time. Again, it's a fire, a sun, a Leo energy. These are passionate energies. You want to focus on what makes you passionate, right? Dig deep. If there's something that you need to fix with it, fabulous. Let it go. Burn it up if you need to. With these rituals of writing things down and bringing it up, that's a great way to let things go, symbolically, right? That's the word I was looking for earlier, I think. Anyway, so yeah, you are authentically, bringing about your courage, your inner child, your fire, your passion, and you're re-looking at those things that really mean that to you, that spark that for you. So yeah, fuck yeah. Oh, fuck yeah. That's what we're going to do this full moon. We're concentrating on our fire. So I'm going to go ahead and do some of these. I'm going to go over some of these complete book of moon spells for the full moon. And then we're going to do some cards. We're going to do a bit of moonology. We're going to do Oracle of Shadow and Light. Oh, this is a fun deck. And then we're just going to do a basic intentions. Like this is just what is my intention for the day, right? Could be for the week because I don't know if I'll be here again until next Wednesday. So we'll make weekly intentions. I miss you too, Dad. It's raining, but life is good. I think it's supposed to rain here too. Life is grand, isn't it? Life is so good. I love you, Daddy. Going to make people passionate, and what they choose to do with the fire is what's going to decide how your month will go. I love that, Larissa. I love that. It's more of a deciding factor. Where is your passion going to go, right? It's a clarity moment. You're letting things go that don't serve you. That's what full moons are about. They don't serve you. Are you focusing on passions that are not serving you right now? Are you focusing on the wrong thing? So refocus, and what is that fire that you are meant to burn with, right? Hell yeah. This girl is on fire. Hell yeah. This girl is on fire. I love you, Dad. You're so awesome. My dad is the fucking shit. It's either going to put a fire under our asses or make us want to catch something on fire. I totally agree with you. It is all about balance. And that's why we have to balance ourselves on these momentous occasions, if you will. You know, we really do want, we not want, we need balance. And we need to make sure we're keeping ourselves in balance and not going to catch it on fire. Preach. What do we want to put the energy towards? So yes, decide what that energy means for you. What is that energy going to just, what speaks to you? What speaks to you? For me right now, I'm all over the board, not gonna lie. I'm always all over the board, but I'm very crafty right now. And recently I actually had some people come to me for readings and some kind of spiritual guidance, if you will. And it was something that I'd never done before. And I enjoyed doing it. I enjoyed helping this beautiful woman through what she was going through. And yeah, I mean, it's something that I'd never done before. And it's something that I might just open myself up to in the future and I need to feel more confident in it for sure. Because, you know, confidence is key. But yeah, I think there's going to be some changes going on for me too. So let's go ahead and get through some of these rituals here real quick. I got to find it again. I lost my place. All right. So full moon, celebrate, glow, and reflect. Up to this point, we have focused on planting seeds of our intentions and letting them grow. That is what we do with new moon and waxing moon. We grow our intentions. Now we have reached full bloom with the full moon. Here is where we bask in the luminescence of the moon's peak power. This phase is the perfect time for celebration and reflecting the beauty of the moon in your own magnetic aura. Remember that abundance comes in many forms, and celebrating the moon's glory will only help in attracting and pulling more abundance to you. So get ready to turn it up because we are about to get lit with our lunar energy. How appropriate for a fire moon. Appropriate. So this is the list of the rituals that is in this book. We have the lunar drop martini, which yes is a ritual if you drink. Absolutely. I don't drink anymore, but it sounds kind of delicious actually. So you can intentionalize your martini as you make it. Drawing down the moon, dream vision spell, full moon crystal grid, full moon tarot spread, lunar bliss ritual, lunar rejuvenation spell, psychic sight spray, so something that you can make, and self-love celebration. So these are something I'm just going to really quick touch on them. So we have the lunar drop martini, if you want to celebrate your full moon with a little sippy. Looks like you need some limoncello, some gin or vodka, some rose water or rose syrup, a splash of champagne, and a lemon twist or rose petals to garnish, and optional sugar rimming. So that actually sounds really tasty. I kind of wish I drank sometimes again, but at the same time, I don't need a drink. I'm good. Drawing down the moon is a ceremonial practice that is performed in a number of Wiccan and neo-pagan traditions. This ritual is designed to honor and worship the mother aspect of the triple goddess. It is a form of hypnosis to surrender yourself to the magic of the moon, celebrating the goddess in her peak phase and reflecting upon her enchanting beauty. So this is very goddess directed. I actually don't worship any gods or goddesses. That's something different from my practice. I'm pretty like no god, no gods, no goddesses in my practice. Not that I don't respect them, but it's not really my belief factor. Okay. So yeah, drawing down the moon sounds amazing. What are you going to need for this? You're going to need some candlesticks. You're going to need a moonstone or a selenite crystal, some floral offerings like roses, gardenias, some fresh fruit offerings, lemons, oranges, strawberries, whichever, a good white pillar candle, some full moon oil, which is equal parts of sandalwood, jasmine, vanilla, and rose. some silver mica, and a lunar drop martini. So you do need to make your martini for this one, maybe. This is a really fun things. Dream vision spell. Full moon is known for being a time when our natural psychic abilities heighten and we have a better chance to connect with our intuition. With this spell, we are going to work on harnessing the intuitive magic of the moon to create vibrant psychic dreams. So dream vision spell is another one that you could do. I'm just going to keep going. I don't need to read the ingredients for every single one, I don't think. That, but with tea instead of alcohol. Yes, Larissa, that I would do. Full moon crystal grid. Crystal grids are as magical as they are beautiful. If you are new to crystal grids, they are essentially a grouping of crystals that have been positioned into a sacred geometric pattern. Once erected, the grid is activated by your intention and fills the space with the combined energies of the crystals. Here we will use the magic of mineralogy to amplify an abundance of lunar energy. So crystal grid is another way to really focus that energy the way you need to and the way you want to. Cheers, Ryan. Good to see you. Glad you're coming in. Then we have your full moon tarot spread. A lot of us know at least a little bit about tarot cards and tarot spreads. So full moons are a perfect time for divination practices. Let me read properly here. And many witches use the potency of this phase to gaze into their futures. Tarot has become abundantly popular in the last decade as more and more people look to the symbolism of the cards to interpret their destiny. Whether you're a novice reader or adept in your divine dealings, the spell involves utilizing your tarot deck for assistance in your intentions. So you will need a tarot deck for this one, but this is a pretty awesome one too. We have Lunar Bliss Ritual. And this one thing I'm like with tarot, I love Oracle and Tarot, and that's another one of those addicted to and can never get enough, just like my books over here. I don't do a lot of tarot because tarot, I'm not the best versed in tarot yet. Like, it is an intuition thing. It is a, how it speaks to you personally. And sometimes it doesn't always speak to the people the same way with tarots. Oracles are a plain and clear message that is generally readily accepted and when it comes to readings. So I usually do Oracle a little bit more than tarot for that reason. Yes. Hello, Bella. That's my sister right there. How you doing? How you doing? Thanks for joining, sweetheart. So we also have a lunar bliss ritual here. The full moon is the peak experience of the moon cycle, and with it comes the perfect time to engage in passion, pleasure, and self-love. This ritual involves using the passion that you have for yourself as a means of raising your spiritual energy and ultimately attracting abundance into your life. It invites you to call upon the moon goddess Lilith to help you explore your passions freely and use self-love as a source of personal empowerment. We just got done talking about self-love earlier. If there's any kind of love spell that you want to do, it's a self-love spell, baby. Self-love. So that is an amazing one too. Then we have a lunar rejuvenation spell. This is a simple self-care spell to recharge and regroup by the light of the full moon. So this is real simple. You just need some white candles, a couple teaspoons of Epsom salt, some gardenia or jasmine oil, a moonstone crystal, and a pillow. So let's talk about this. This one seems easy. Let's talk about this one. Begin by taking a bath. God damn it, I don't have a bathtub. Illuminating with white candles. Oh, how peaceful and amazing. Add the Epsom salts and oil and relax in the warm water. Think about all that you have been doing and how right now, in this moment, you are one with yourself and the power of the moon. Once your bath is complete, dry off and arrange a space so that you sleep directly in front of a window that gets light from the full moon. Holding the moonstone in your hands, you say, "Soothe my sleep so that I can once again be at full peak." And as you go to bed, you look out at the moon and call her into your space. Ask that she help your regrouping efforts by saying, By full lunar light, I rest my head and say good night to recharge, regroup, and rest so that I can be at my best. Place the moonstone under your pillow and drift off to sleep. There is a full spell for you. And then you have a psychic sight spray. This is the last one that they listed here. To help enhance your mind's eye with psychic power, you can witchcraft the following spray for whenever you are conducting divination practices such as tarot reading or scrying. This recipe has been tailored after my dear friend and witchy sister Tanya Brown's personal recipe. So this is Sunday's recipe. Ooh. So I'm just going to go over the ingredients real quick if you want to write them down. Coolio, a 4-ounce spray bottle, 2.5 ounces distilled water, a 1/4 ounce of alcohol, 10 drops of jasmine oil for moon power, 10 drops of lavender oil for mental focus, 5 drops of lemon oil for spirituality, a pinch of dried mugwort for vision, a tumbled moonstone for intuition, and silver mica for a little sparkle. You know, that's optional. So you can have this spray that you make and you spray in your psychic power dealings, your divination and things like that. So there's that. Freaking awesome. Oh, there's one more. Self-love celebration. Who doesn't love a good excuse to eat a cupcake? This is a fun little self-love spell for you to do when you want to celebrate your best self. So you'll need a cupcake, white paper, a silver pen, a birthday candle, and a fireproof bowl. So you write yourself a love letter with the silver pen, expressing how amazing you are. Reflect upon your accomplishments and talents. When complete, fold the letter in thirds. Place the cupcake in the center of your altar with the silver candle in it. Light it and say, "Silver and sweet, this tasty treat is a celebration of my self-worth and love, glowing brightly like the full moon above." Set your letter on fire, let it burn down in a fireproof bowl, let the candle burn out, and then eat the cupcake, collecting a few of the crumbs. So that's cool. There's some moon spells for you to play with and all that good stuff. All that good stuff. Sprays are the bomb. They are, and I have several sprays actually. So one of the things that I use, and I don't even know, is it around here somewhere? Ah, there it is. This is a smudge spray I use. I got this in one of those Witchy subscription boxes a long time ago, but it is called Self Goddess Sage and Rosemary Smudge Spray. So one thing that I don't do a lot, I love sage, but my husband does not. I would love to sage this house every week, but my husband hates it. So the demons don't like it. So I have this rosemary sage smudge spray that was in a box that I still use to this day. This is at least 5 years old. But I like sprays because they're not as in your face, I guess. They're not as in your face. All right, so let's go ahead and move on to some cards, and then we will call it a day. I'm trying to make these short and sweet, a good hour, if that, so we can have our nice witchy talks, get our intentions set for the day, and move the fuck on. So let us go ahead and see what our intentions are for this full moon. This is Seeds of Intention cards. This is actually one of the very first cards that I ended up getting through, besides the Moonology that I bought for myself, through, again, a Witchy subscription box. So I've had these forever, and I just love these because they're just cute little quips and things that, you know, you could just kind of set your mind on and focus on each day. It's not like a lot of information to take in. It's just one quick little sentence or word or phrase, right? So those are good. I'm gonna get magnesium spray. I also use this smudge and clearing spray. Yes, yes. Magnesium spray, huh? Tell me about that. I don't know that I've actually researched and I don't know what that's gonna be used for exactly. All right. What is our intention for our Witchy Wednesday full moon talk. What do the masses need to intend on today? Oh, that was actually my fault. That was not the universe telling me those are the cards. That was my slippery finger. Oh, there it is. There it is. What is it? For today, I stand tall. For today, I stand tall. Do you sometimes shrink back in situations that you're not ready for? Maybe you don't like to have, conversations about things. Maybe, could be anything. Today, put it away. Keep it out. Today, I stand tall. Today, you stand tall. Today, we stand tall. Excellent. All right, we're going to do a moonology, and then we're going to do, no, you know what? I'm going to save moonology for last. Let's do a shadow. Oracles of Shadow and Light. These are the cutest cards. I love this. This art is just, I don't know. I like it. It's cute. It's cute. This is the back of the cards. Here's one of the fronts. A sewer mermaid. But they're fun. They're a lot of fun. So let's see what we have here. Oracles of Shadows and Light. I picked this one just because, moons give shadows and light. So I thought it's fitting. Oracle of Shadows and Light. What is the universal message for today's full moon for the masses? Tomorrow's full moon in Leo. Oh, okay. All right. We got two. We got two. Ghost of the Pumpkin Patch. Okay, we have Ghost of the Pumpkin Patch. Count your blessings. I think that's another one of those like reflective things. Count, be grateful for. Pink Lotus Fairy. A time for spirit. So she's cute. We've got some Pink Lotus and we've got some Pumpkin Patch. Let's go ahead and read through these here and see what we got. This is card 1. Ooh, card number 1. Card number 1 for the Ghost of the Pumpkin Patch. This adorable and forlorn little figure is almost transparent. So still and quiet that you may overlook her, thinking you have just seen a wisp of mist go trailing past, when really all the time this little ghost is silently standing before you, gently reminding you of something very important. That it soon will be time to harvest again. Oh. And the ghost of harvest missed in the past will come back to haunt you. If you do not take your time and look around right now at all that is. See? Don't be ungrateful for all that is. We talked about that. She's not invisible and she is always there, a reminder that the seasons turn, that the harvest must be brought in, and that those who stay with the earth, while are not always here to haunt you negatively, they are here to help you till their work is done. This little ghost loves her misty home, adores appearing to you when you have forgotten your blessings and your rights, and appears at exactly the right time in your life when you've nearly forgotten how lucky you are. So the divination message for this is something precious is all about you, but it has become so familiar that you can barely see it anymore. It is such a fixture in your life that familiarity has bred, if not contempt, a kind of blindness. The beautiful little girl ghost in the pumpkin patch asks you, very gently, to see the abundance all around you and to appreciate that while you are in physical form, there is so much you can enjoy. She wishes for you to harvest what is yours now and to also take steps to call in any debts. There can be outstanding money issues associated with this card. and share the bounty. Do not let anyone cheat you, and know that you don't own a single thing in truth. It will all pass through your hands. But still, ironically, these things you have earned through your hard work are worth protecting. They are not too small. They are not too ordinary. You have more material wealth than you think. So please do count your blessings every day. Excellent message. We touched on that a little bit about being grateful. So I think that is a wonderful card to have today that showed some factualness there. Okay, we are on number 43, and then we will move on to our Moonology card. 43 is the Pink Lotus Fairy. She's cute. A time for spirit. You may love your guilt-free rants, staying up too late and happily behaving badly, but you're about to balance all that out with some very powerful new spiritual teachings and connections. You are to meet a wise one who seems very still, very slow, and very peaceful. She will be tranquil and serene and immersed in a path that until now has felt too slow or foreign for you. But this teacher, who is represented by the Pink Lotus Fairy, will assist you in finding more of your soul's true wisdom. Within this time of inner discovery, you will commit to disciplined new training in the mental realms, study and physical movement that is unfamiliar to you, all of which helps you naturally choose thoughts that are empowering and enlivening. Yet completely authentic and real, you will learn to be still and to listen to the beat of your heart without giving in to restlessness, or the critical voice inside, or the cliches the ego loves to trip you up with. After you have learned more discipline through peaceful practice of meditation or exercise or mantras, you will nurture yourself more willingly, without guilt, and you will have returned to a place of tranquility, self-love, and peace. You will bring into balance your own shadows and light. Don't worry, you will be happier and more peaceful, but you won't be boring. You could never be. So our divination message for this one. Spiritual quest, travel, calm, relaxed yoga pose, self-love, and self-acceptance. On that self-love again today. Third eye and crown chakra activation, chakra awakening, connection to all, crown chakra connected to the universe, receiving universal love messages, self-connected peacefully to the earth, peaceful flowing energy in the body, tranquil, sublime spiritual moments of connection, blessings showering upon you due to correct relationships with body and soul. Time to take a class, course, or new study program. Time to welcome in a new teacher, either in the form of a physical being or perhaps a path that speaks to your heart at this time. I just talked about a possible new path for me as well. Or a spirit guide who resonates with you. Know that while this path and tranquil, easeful philosophy may seem out of character for you, it is a deep and true part of yourself that has long yearned for acknowledgement, fulfillment, and the nirvana that is on its way. Don't deny that inner self, you guys. Don't deny it. It's screaming to get out. All right, one more card, and then I will let you guys go to reflect, ruminate, and ritualize the full moon in Leo. All right, we have our beautiful Moonology cards next. What is the Moonology card that the masses need to hear today for our full moon in Leo?
Hey Dave, is the Elsie and Maria in here?
I don't know right offhand. Give me a second, please. I'm almost done here. Okay, here we have the North Node. Okay, step out of your comfort zone. Okay, these are some messages today. Self-reflection, new ventures, new paths, and stepping out of your comfort zone in the North Node. So let's see here. Let's look up North Node and see what it's got to say. Oh, it's the very last one. North Node. There's a strong feeling when you get this card that it's time to leave the past behind somehow. Blah. Let it go. Full moon intentions. Here we go. Because you are headed in the right direction. If you want to be happy and fulfilled, you need to get going towards doing the thing that scares you within reason. This card is all about living your life purpose, which is possibly what you've asked about. It's urging you to dare to do something different with your life and your direction to take action. So are you willing to follow through the lead? Hang on, let me rephrase that sentence. So are you willing to follow through and lead the life you incarnated to live? If you finally find the courage to make the leap, there's a good chance you could come to ask yourself, why did I wait so long? So when you attune to the moon, I know I'm headed in the right direction. That is your phrase. I know I am headed in the right direction. Additional meanings for this card. You're headed for something which feels like destiny. You need to face a fear and get over it. Time to stop obsessing about someone or something. Stand on your own 2 feet. Goes right on here for today's I Stand Tall. I love the power of connection. I love the power of the universe, and I love how everything is connected. We did this today, you guys. The universe showed us these things, and I'm sorry, but they're connected. They're all fucking connected. You got this. The teaching. The North Node is where the moon crosses the ecliptic going north. It's a karmic point, and on the horoscope chart shows us what we need to do and where we need to go with our life to find satisfaction, fulfillment, and happiness. The North Node is the karmic astrological point that reminds us, to paraphrase Andre Gide, G-I-D-E, Guide, that in order to discover new oceans, we have to be prepared to lose sight of the shore. That is beautiful. So what shore are you guys going to lose sight of so that you can stand tall, move forward, and dig deep for what it is your path is going to be? Like, this is the Leo full moon. Your passions, your fire. Things are going to come to light, you guys. Things are going to come to light. And yeah, I hope you have a good time shedding what you need to and realizing what your path is. This has been a great Witchy Wednesday. We talked about the full moon in Leo, which is a fire sign. So get ready for that fire passion that is going to take place during this energy. You're going to stand tall today. You're going to reflect and count your blessings, right? And step out of your comfort zone. Boom! Shakalaka, shakalaka, shakalaka. Okay, I enjoyed that. I hope you did too. We are going to call that a day for Witchy Wednesdays. Mwah! Until next time, peace out.